Today, it is my wife's time to shine here on the channel, and I am very excited. Hey everybody, Nick from 9Card TCG, and no, my wife isn't actually playing any of the games today. Not that she isn't good or doesn't know, I mean, she's not that good. She doesn't really play very often, and if you want to see her play some games on the channel, let me know in the comments below. We'll make it happen, but I think this would just be a very long video, and it'd be me explaining all the cards anyway, so I don't know how fun it would be, but if you guys want to see it, you let me know, and like I said, we'll make it happen. What we are doing is we're playing her deck. So she plays a Glaceon VMAX deck, brand new with Evolving Skies, so let's get right into it. Glaceon V, 210 HP, water type Pokemon with that just came out with Evolving Skies, and we're not attacking with Glaceon V here. What we are doing is using the move Frozen Awakening, which lets us search our deck for Glaceon VMAX and evolve this Pokemon immediately. Now, the reason we want to evolve is because Glaceon VMAX here has 1, 310 HP, and 2, has the Crystal Veil ability, which prevents all damage done from attacks from your opponent's Pokemon VMAX, with the exception of other Glaceon VMAXs. So there are basically 3 Pokemon VMAXs that can hit your Glaceon VMAX, and the first is other Glaceon VMAXs, it says it right there in the card, and the other are Duraludon VMAX and Single Strike Urshifu VMAX, because they both have attacks that bypass the effects and abilities of your opponent's Pokemon. So keep an eye out for those Pokemon. Glaceon also has the Max Icicle attack, which for 1 water and 2 colorless energy does 150 damage plus 30 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. So that 30 damage is very important. It's going to really soften up Vs and VMAXs so that you can take a 2-hit KO with them. And in order to kind of compound on that snipe damage, we are also running 2 copies of Quick Shooting Inteleon, along with 1 copy of Shady Dealings Inteleon. Since we're running these, you can only imagine that yes, we are running 4 Sobbles and 4 Shady Dealing Drizzile, just to help us get all the cards we need quickly. We are running 1 copy of Crobat V for a little bit of draw support, and 1 copy of Pumpkaboo with the Pumpkin Pit ability, which when you play this card from your hand onto the bench during your turn, you can discard a stadium. Now this is really important because Glaceon VMAX over here, Crystal Veil will be turned off with Path to the Peak, and we do not want that. Without Crystal Veil, this deck kind of doesn't work. 150 damage just isn't enough damage for Crystal Veil to not be active. So we need Crystal Veil functional, and Pumpkaboo is one of the ways we can do that. The rest of the deck is fairly simple. We got 3 copies of Capacious Bucket to help us get some water energies, an Escape Rope to switch our Pokemon around, Evolution Incense to get VMAX and Drizziles, Inteleons, all that kind of stuff, Level Balls, Quick Balls, Tool Scrapper, kind of important because one of the things that we have is a Snowleaf Badge, and Snowleaf Badge, when it's attached to Glaceon V and VMAX, it has no retreat cost and no weakness. Now, the weakness on Glaceon VMAX is metal, which is a little bit problematic because Zamazenta and Zacian V are pretty popular, and I think Zacian V Inteleon, Zacian V Ludicolo is going to be a deck that you're going to see in post-rotation format, so you do not want to get one-shot by a Brave Blade, and now with Snowleaf Badge you will not. So kind of important there to be able to get Snowleaf Badge. Tool Scrapper is going to prevent things like Tool Jammers and air balloons and all this kind of stuff from really messing with you. So Tool Scrapper I think is kind of important for this deck. The rest of it's pretty simple. 2 copies of Boss, Marnie, and Research, and we also have 4 copies of Melony to help power up our Glaceons and also draw some cards in the process. 1 Capture Energy. That Capture Energy is really just to help us find like a Sobble or another Glaceon so that we can get going. Because Glaceon V and VMAX both have 2 colorless energies in their attack costs, having 1 Capture Energy to start setting up something else, not a bad idea. I included 3 copies of Training Court because we need to be able to counter Path to the Peak if we already used Pumpkaboo or we can't get it for some reason. So Training Court pretty important. And also, if you have some water energies in your discard pile, you just get them back and attach, and you can use Melony to get 2 attachments that turn, so not a bad thing. That's the deck. Let's get right into some gameplay. If you're brand new to the channel, first off, thank you so much for clicking on the video and giving it a try. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoy what you're seeing, you can always hit the subscribe button and bell notification so you never miss another video. That kind of stuff helps the channel tremendously. So we're going first here, and we have just 2 Sobbles. This is a very not great hand, if I'm being honest. Not a great, really. Our opponent starts Eldegoss, so also not good for them. Let's see what they quick ball away. Maybe we can get an idea of what they're playing. They get rid of a boss, and it's a Sylveon. Now this could be Sylveon Umbreon. This could be a Rapid Strike box that uses Sylveon. Not really sure just yet. It is a Rapid Strike box type of deck. So they're going to rely heavily on their VMAXs, so it is critical for us to get Glaceon VMAX into the active as quickly as possible. Now they can still hit us with Urshifu V, but if they evolve and bench lock themselves, then they don't really have much option. So they're going to go ahead and commit to the Sylveon, which I guess makes sense. Ribbon Badge makes a Sylveon VMAX only 2 prizes and a Sylveon V 1 prize, so a really, really good tool card for Sylveons. We draw an Inteleon. We're going to bench our other Sobble, and I don't want to do anything else. This is just a very bad hand. We don't really have a ton of draw support. We don't really have a good way to get a Glaceon into the active or into the onto the field this turn. We have to wait until we can evolve into a Drizzile, search a quick ball, and then go ahead and do that. But we do have Escape Rope for when we want to do that. Now they probably will go ahead and put their Sylveon VMAX into the active and take the KO on our Sobble. Oh man, so we really gotta hope that they kind of evolve that Urshifu V into a VMAX prematurely without knowing what we're trying to do. They missed something. I don't know what they whiffed. Maybe a switch card. They do whiff the switch. We get a quick ball. So we're gonna get rid of the Escape Rope. I don't want to give them an out. I'm gonna get our Glaceon. And you might have been like, Nick, why didn't you discard the water energy with quick ball? It's because I'm gonna just do this. You could, it doesn't really matter. So now I can Melony. And I don't necessarily, maybe I should have discarded the water energy because then I could have attached straight to the Sylveon, but I didn't want to use Escape Rope and give them a chance to get that Sylveon VMAX into the active. So let's go ahead and Evolution Incense. We'll get a Drizzile, I guess, so we can start getting these Inteleons out. Yeah, we'll find... I don't think we need a Snowleaf Badge. I kind of want to get another Melony. And we can always go ahead and use the Viridian Forest to discard this water energy, and so that we can use Melony next turn. We can attach a Capture Energy, and then we can start attacking. Don't tell me I prized 2 of my Glaceon VMAXs. That would be... Oh my god, this is like the worst. This is like the worst thing that could have happened. So now man, that's... that's tough. So they're going to energy switch their Rapid Strike, the Dark Energy, and probably attach a Rapid Strike Energy to this Urshifu V, so that they can start to attack into my Glaceon, because they can't use their VMAXs. So they can Rapid Strike Search using Artillery for another Rapid Strike Energy. They could, in theory, go ahead and evolve and take G-Max Rapid Flow and knock out my 2 Drizzile and Sobble and stuff. So, doesn't seem like that's what they're doing. But do they have the switch? Getting another Sylveon. Probably trying to thin out the deck before they Oranguru. So let's see. Did they get the air balloon? They have it. Yep, there it is. This will be a 3-hit KO. Whereas I will take a 2-hit KO on them. Get. What I'm going to do is I'm going to discard. We can go ahead and Melony. We'll attach the Snow Leaf. We'll attach a Capture. We'll get another Glaceon just so we can evolve eventually. Yeah. And we're going to start to quick shoot onto their VMAX so I can try to take some prizes there. We'll max Icicle and put another 30. So they have no way of putting extra damage on this Glaceon, which is pretty nice. So they can't drop a Zigzagoon to get a 10 damage ping. They don't have any Sobbles. They're running, I guess, just strictly a Rapid Strike Search kind of deck with Sylveon and Urshifu. So I'm really hoping I can take a single strike. Ooh, I can get Tool Scrapper is pretty nice. Tool Scrapper is pretty nice because then it won't be able to pivot with Eldegoss, and this will be a 3-prize Pokemon. So I do think they're going to go ahead and VMAX in Rapid Flow because they know that they can't do anything else. They're probably not hit into my Glaceon V here. They'll probably take these two. That's annoying. No, they take those two. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and Tool Scrapper. We'll get rid of these two. And we'll Level Ball. We'll get a Sobble. Now, we can't take a KO on this turn anyway, so we're going to continue to pour damage on this Sylveon, because it would still have 10 damage left. And they're just going to concede because they have nothing else to do. So going into game 2 here, if you want to learn how to play Pokemon the trading card game just a little bit better, I do have a Discord, link in the video description. There's a small but growing community, and there are people there to help you get the cards you need, do testing and play through and deck advice and all that kind of stuff. It's really trying to grow it into something nice. So if you want to learn there, it's there for you. Game 2 here, our opponent's starting Oranguru. We have a Water Energy. We're going second. We have a Snow Leaf badge, so we can immediately go into. It's not ideal. Zacian and Inteleon decks will probably be the toughest matchup for this because they don't run any VMAXs, and all their Pokemon can just hit into you for some pretty big damage. And they're running Ludicolo, so they could still one-shot Glaceon V here. Ludicolo does 100 extra damage when you evolve Lombre that turn. So if you have Lombre, play Ludicolo, hit with Brave Blade, you're going to be doing 330 damage, which is enough to knock out almost every Pokemon VMAX in the game is basically just Eternatus that you can't do that with. So it's not good. And it bypasses Crystal Veil, so I don't have high hopes for this match. So we do need to get that Snowleaf badge on. We're going to drop this guy. We'll throw down a Training Court. I'm just going to research. We'll quick ball away a Water Energy. We got a Sobble. And let's go ahead and Frozen Awakening. We did prize one of our Glaceon VMAXs. So far, not doing good on prizing our Glaceon VMAXs. I don't know what's the deal with that, but this coming turn we'll be able to Evolution Incense into this other Glaceon VMAX. We can get a Level Ball for a Drizzile, and then we can Drizzile for something. We'll just kind of see what we need. Maybe another Snowleaf badge so they don't boss up this other Glaceon and take a one-shot on it. We got a Bird Keeper, draw a couple cards. They are going to hit right away into our Glaceon here. They're looking for that third energy. I'd like to think if they had it, that they would have used it. Or attached it at least. They got a pretty big hand. So maybe I Level Ball for a Marnie. But then I won't be able to attack this turn. So I kind of have to Melony. That'd be pretty great if they whiffed an energy. Oh my, that would be just beautiful. They do go rare candy. Oh, so they're definitely not whiffing this energy. Yeah, so, wow. 3 prizes. Turn 2. That's insane. Oh my god. We'll see. I mean, like I said, I don't think there's really much we can do. Well, Melony here. Get a Water Energy, draw a couple cards, get a Sobble down. We'll throw another Water Energy on. We can Level Ball for a Sobble. Not a Sobble, a Drizzile, I mean. We have a Marnie. We'll look for a trainer card. They don't have any tools on the bench. They have an air balloon. I think we'll just get the Snowleaf badge. And we'll Evolution Incense for the VMAX. And that's gonna be it. That's all we can do. We just gotta hope that they don't have. If they have a switch, we're kind of done. Maybe I should have played the Marnie to get that hand size down. But if they have a switch, they can attack this turn with Brave Blade. If they don't, then... But even if they do attack this turn with Brave Blade, they're not going to be able to take the one-shot. Because they... You know, the Snowleaf badge. So if I didn't... I don't know. I think this game... This kind of matchup is really just a loss. You don't do enough damage to take out the Zacians quickly. I'll tell you this, I'm definitely going to get that Tool Scrapper next turn. So they can't pivot into that Oranguru. It's kind of what I was hoping they wouldn't be able to do. But... if I didn't have the Snowleaf badge, this would be a knockout. And there's no guarantee that if I Marnie, they don't draw into a switch card. kind of don't have many choices, but they have such a big hand. I gotta Marnie them down. You get a Tool Scrapper. That's a good pick. We can quick ball away this water energy. You don't necessarily need anything. We're just going to try to thin a little bit for this Crobat. And get a Drizzile. We only have one more. What can we get with this? The boss might not be a bad idea. But this Max Icicle will put 30 damage onto you. Yes. It's not gonna matter. All they need is an energy, and they can just manually retreat into this Zacian, and then they win. Yeah, okay, so they just win. Just do your thing. You don't need a. There's 230 damage on it. Just manually retreat and attack. You don't need to continue. Do you not see it, or do you just feel like doing this? I don't really. You don't need a switch card. You can just win right now. Game could have been over. Game could definitely. Okay. I'm just not gonna wait around. Okay, let's get into the last game of the video. And man, so I understand why my wife has trouble with this deck. There's just, yeah, maybe we didn't want to go first. We have a decent hand. We got an extra Glaceon on the field. Okay, we don't necessarily need Pumpkaboo. Pumpkaboo is just one of those things that, like, in most matchups it won't help. This is a Blissey deck, probably. Probably a Blissey V, another deck that can do what they want to us. We'll go ahead and get rid of this Level Ball and get a Sobble onto the field. Because at least this way, next turn, we can get some energy. We can get a Capacious Bucket. Get some water energies in our hand. Yeah, this is not another deck that you just don't want to play. Drizzile. Yes. Go ahead and buckets. Get some waters. And I guess we'll just Frozen Awakening. Get a VMAX. Really not much else to do. What are the odds that with all the VMAX decks running around, we run into two of the decks that run no VMAXs? Like, it's... But that's the problem with this, and it just doesn't do enough damage to handle these Vs quickly. What I want to do is Level Ball and get a Drizzile. Let's get a Drizzile. And we're actually... I don't want to get an Escape Rope, but I do kind of want to get a Boss's Order and take out that Porygon. It seems weird to do, but I don't want them to be able to crazy code. I want to make it difficult for them. They have to manually attach every turn. We don't have any water energies in the discard either, which means we can't use Melony, so... So we'll see what happens. They're going to switch into their Cramorant, attach, and Beak Catch, trying to find some stuff. So I'll be able to put another 60 damage or 30 damage onto that Blissey. Kind of hoping I can draw into a Research here, or a Level Ball, or an Evolution Incense, or something. I kind of want to Marnie them now that they've used their turn to Beak Catch. So maybe I'll do that. This way they kind of, I don't want to say wasted a turn, but kind of wasted a turn. That would be ideal. Wow, speak of the devil. We get our Snowleaf badge. We can bucket. We can get some water energy. We'll throw down a Training Court. We can attach one here. We can quick ball away this one. Let's get a Crobat, I guess. We can Level Ball for another Drizzile.
Tell me what you have to go and drive me so crazy.
We'll play the Drizzile. We'll get an Evolution Incense. I mean, we have 2 Evolution Incense. So, this is what we're going to do. We're going to Evolution Incense for a Shady Dealing Inteleon. I can play it onto either one, which is good. We're going to get another Evolution Incense. And they don't have any tools on their Pokemon. I guess we'll do... We'll still have Crobat to draw a bunch of cards. I don't have any switch though. You know what, we'll do that, I guess. Evolution Incense. Get our quick shooting Inteleon. And let's Crobat. Draw a bunch of cards. So we can do 170. We don't need necessarily to just try to ping some damage here. And there we go. We have another quick shooting Inteleon for next turn. Now we can start putting 40, 70 damage onto the bench. They are going to go ahead and Blissful Blast. They have really no choice. They can't waste another turn. They do have Boss too. They could go ahead and Hyper Potion. They can Malolana is something that this deck likes to do. Anything to try to heal. But they don't have Porygon and the... I didn't really like that Marnie, but they don't have Porygon Z to just pile on the energy for when they discard with Hyper Potion or something like that. So they have to manually patch, which is really going to limit how much damage they can do. We do get a Melony, which is nice, and a Capture Energy, so we'll have a fully charged Glaceon V ready to go in case this one gets knocked out, which next turn it will be. So we'll go ahead and we'll Capture and we'll Melony. We'll attach here. We'll Quick Shooting onto you. And we will Max Icicle onto you. Oh, maybe I should have Quick Shooting that Blissey. Damn, I did not do math. But we get a VMAX, which is good. We get an Evolution Incense. We can get another Quick Shooting. So we'll see if they can heal. If they can heal, then it's not great. But if they switch to heal, they probably won't be able to take the knockout. But what I can do is if they don't heal, I'll be able to quick shooting onto this guy. They can't Malolana. They could Hyper Potion, discard 2 energy, but I can always attack into it if I can draw into a boss. That would be pretty nice. No boss. I get a Melony. I'm gonna Marshadow, get rid of my Stadium, I guess. Okay. Cape of Toughness. And then gonna look for a Crobat or a Dedenne. Blissey, oh yeah, there's the Crobat. Blissey kind of suffers once rotation comes around because Porygon Z, not a thing anymore. Mew to protect the bench, not a thing anymore. So they're really looking for a Hyper Potion, I think. Since they Marnie, they can't Malolana. And without that Porygon, the other Blissey is going to take forever to manually attach. But it does have 300 HP now, which is kind of annoying. And then going to Blissful Blast. So they'll take 3 prizes. We have this guy. Unfortunately, it's not a... We'll do that. Kind of forcing them to bring up something else. Take a couple of quick prizes. There's a VMAX. Beautiful. Look what I like to see. Let's quick ball away a water energy here. I don't have anything else that can draw me cards. So I guess we'll Melony try to draw a few cards. And we're gonna send the deck a little bit with the bucket. We'll Tool Scrapper away that. And we'll go ahead and max Icicle and we'll put 30 damage here. And it doesn't actually put 30 damage to the bench barrier. Fine. So basically, they need to heal this turn and also do 310 damage. Because I'm still going to be able to do 170 damage this next turn. So they have to heal. Although it looks like they just discarded the Hyper Potion. Did they? They did. Really looking for this boss. I have one more in the deck and I cannot find it. And I don't want to necessarily research for it because it's going to take forever. Like I want to be able to use it this turn so I can just kind of boss up like this Mew and I just need one prize. I just need a boss and I win. I would win this turn, this coming turn. Ah, they just give up anyway. So there you go, Glaceon VMAX putting in some work. I really like this deck, and I do think it's actually a pretty decent deck for beginners like my wife, because the main objective of the deck is to get Glaceon VMAX into the active and put some energies on it so you can attack, but it's going to teach you important things like how to thin out the deck, and it's going to teach you more advanced moves like discarding a water energy with quick ball so you can Melony, draw some more cards and then attach, use like Training Court to get it out of, get another water energy or whatever it is. It's going to teach you some mechanics and it's going to teach you to choose how to place damage counters and it's going to do all those kind of things. And you have a evolution line in there, a basic like one prize evolution line is going to teach you how to think steps ahead because you're gonna have to choose trainers and stuff when you evolve Drizzile and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot happening, but none of it's very complicated. The main goal is just Glaceon VMAX wall and attack, and the rest of it's like secondary stuff that is really good for new players to learn how to do. Overall, I think it's going to be a super tier 1 deck. I don't think it's going to be tier 1. I definitely think it could be tier 1.5, right? It's going to be one of those decks that as long as you don't hit a lot of like Duraludon VMAXs and Zacian and Inteleon decks, I think you could do pretty good just because most other decks are going to be running VMAXs as their main attacker. So definitely worth a try, and it's not as expensive as something like Leafeon that actually performed really well at POG 2021 Championships just like yesterday. So Leafeon's price is going to go up, and I wouldn't be surprised if Glaceon's price starts to go up, especially post-rotation, once people realize how good it could really be. That's going to do it for us today. Like I said, if you enjoyed the video, please don't be afraid to hit the subscribe button, bell notification, all that kind of stuff, so you never miss another video. If you really love the video and you want to help the channel grow, leaving a like and a comment are the best ways to tell YouTube that this is a good video and other people should watch it. If you don't know what kind of comment to leave, just tell me in the, hey, I want to see Lauren do some matches on the ladder. I want to see more box openings, whatever. It could be, or just hi. Hi works too. You can, whatever. Any comment is appreciated. But that is going to do it for us today. Thanks so much, and I will see you next time.